Yeah. There's not really a question. It's more like this, like, aware that it's on. It's on. Even though there's talking right now, I hear all.
True.
It's on.
Correct.
And there's an interest
In
whatever is
this.
Whatever is.
Good. Good. Is there an interest in that?
No, it sees, and how do I say this? There's a shift.
Yeah. Yep.
See? Shift.
Yep. So sometimes what I say is we go from being conscious of, yeah, that 180-degree turnaround.
Yes.
Yeah, just this, which is exactly what I was just talking about with Corinne. It's just here.
Yeah, and it's on. It's been on for a while. I still have.
It's always been on.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
It's never not been on.
No.
Yeah, we've just been taking ourselves to be something else. That's all. Yeah.
That is the mind is going now.
That's okay. Yeah. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? It would only be the mind that would care.
There's an in this.
Good. Good, Danny. Good. Good.
There's still mind going on.
Yep. Who cares? Answer that question if you can. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
Answer it. Who cares?
No one.
Only the mind. Only the mind.
The mind. So.
With another thought. Oh, I care, says the thought. What the fuck?
There's experience of playfulness.
Yeah. Good.
It's weird. It's weird. There's energy. There is this person. My energy is the energy is doing stuff, and I don't know what's happening. The mind labels it.
Yeah.
But it's not true.
Correct. It's not true.
Yeah, that's not important.
Good. Yet here I am.
Yes. And the noticing of things dropping, no labels. I see, and there's no labels. There's no calling it names. It's just
beautiful. Danny.
Yeah.
Let's keep it really, really, really simple for you. Just sit here with this.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Anything else other than just this will be that.
Yeah.
Only.
There is this thought coming up, like this was, let's just use words in this case. There was a forced awakening last year, March, forced awakening. And the mind is saying, this is, there are people years on this path. You cannot.
I know, so don't believe that.
Yeah.
Just don't believe that. Good.
I
don't believe that. Yeah. That's just another story.
Yeah. But there's this on. It's full on. The hearing, the seeing, it's
Yeah.
it's all.
Yeah.
When I talk now, I can
Yeah.
hear everything over there.
That's what I was trying to point out earlier when I was speaking with Corinne. The senses become alivened.
Yeah.
And it's mostly because there's more of an interest in here,
Yeah.
where the senses actually are,
Yeah.
than being lost in the sixth sense.
Yeah.
And we all know what it's like to get lost in there.
Yeah.
You can be sitting on the edge of your bed with your hands like this and just be going, oh no, 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 no. Nothing going on around you. Not
No.
a thing, like zero going on around you. Yep, this is going, it's off. We all know what it's like to live in there. It's awful.
Yeah.
That's not where we live. Where we live is here.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah. When we start to see through this, an interesting thing starts to occur. Like you were saying, there's just a shift of attention. It's just a shift of attention. We lose interest in it, actually. Yeah. And we gain interest in something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still, at some points there's still interest in here, but it's more this. It's
I mean, it depends what it is, like I'm in Brussels at the moment and I have an interest in learning French.
Yeah.
Because I kind of need to. They speak French here, right? So I kind of need to,
Yeah.
So I have an interest in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between having an interest in that, and having an interest in me. Oh, me.
Yeah.
Huge
Yeah.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah. You still see it, but you kind of like.
Yeah. But it gets less and less and less and less.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And it can still flare up on occasion. It'll flare up and then you get, oh, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa. Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, and you just pull out of it again and go, Jesus, another story. Okay.
Yeah.
Here again. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also noticed, when I sit on my balcony and just, enjoy, there's this sensation, and the mind wants to call it everything, but
Good luck with that.
it's just, it's just, I don't even know. It's like,
Good. But stay with the I don't know and don't care either. Don't care. Just stay.
if I have to put it in word, it has to be, it's beauty. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
only,
It's magnificent. Oh my God.
yeah.
It is magnificent. Yeah. And it's only duality that will say otherwise, because in the realm of duality, 1 minute it's wonderful and the next minute it's shit.
Yeah.
And all the variables in between.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When that stops, you're just left with this and
this. There's only this. There's no worry. There's no what's happening in an hour. There's no.
can I just clarify something there? Yeah, because I think it's a really important distinction. Yeah. What we're talking about and what we're pointing to, does not mean that we are going to be impervious from grief or sadness or anger or loss or.
No.
Yeah.
I noticed I had to do, it was 2 weeks ago, I had to do grocery shopping, and out of nowhere, without even a thought, out of nowhere, the mind labels it as fear, came up, and I felt it in my arms and shaking, and I was like, okay, what's this? And then I just kept on walking and I felt it. And, there were no thoughts. It was just going and going and going. And it got worse, 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 worse.
Well, the thoughts of that, it's getting worse,
no.
it's getting worse, it's getting worse, it's getting worse. They're the thoughts.
Yeah.
You
And
might
then,
not be able to identify what the cause was,
yeah.
but
But I left
there's
it.
still a cause, it's still mind.
Yeah. So I went home and I noticed that it was there. And then I just, was fixing my dinner, and then it went.
Yeah, I'm talking about what I was referring to as, worldly stuff.
Mm,
You could get a phone call tonight, your mother's died.
yeah.
Don't expect to sit there and not be touched by that.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, but people have this idea that, when they finally arrive, right? When they finally arrive, nothing's ever going to touch them again.
Yeah, no, it's not true.
And my experience is the complete opposite. I feel more now than I ever did, but it's in relation to what's happening now.
Yeah.
I don't have feelings anymore that are generated by the mind thinking about stuff that happened 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And then me go, oh, and having a big feeling around it. That sort of stuff dropped. But I can still feel. Absolutely, I can still feel. Thank God. I want to feel. It's great.
Yeah. Well, there is a feeling, because there is a feeling at work at this coworker. It's weird. I cannot explain. It's weird. So there is a.
Just gets really difficult now, because what I want to say to you sounds like I'm saying it to someone.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is just be.
Yeah.
Nothing else. But story that I was kind of got onto before about things and space. Space is dependent on, things are dependent on space. What's space dependent on? Consciousness. If you're unconscious, space and things are gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you ask yourself the question, okay, what's consciousness dependent on? Awareness.
Yeah.
Now, this is a pointer. Please don't take this too literally. It's a pointer, yeah. So where you are, and what I'm encouraging you to do is only underline 10 times with 10 exclamation marks. Bum, 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 bum. Only be aware of consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay. An interesting thing happens when you can sit there with that. Yeah. What eventually happens is that seeming being aware of consciousness, it merges and becomes one.
Yeah.
They're not actually two.
No, but
you can't be aware of being conscious, but that's the instruction, only to get you to notice now only one thing.
Yeah.
Consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, prior to that, when we're just conscious and not aware of being conscious, where we live is in the world of being conscious of all the things in the whole universe.
Yeah.
Feelings, the body, emotions, thoughts, everything. Conscious of. And I'm trying to get you to, okay, pull back, just come back to now, because kind of where you are. Yeah. Just be aware of consciousness only.
Yeah.
Sit with that. Sitting with that. I was going to use the word embody that, but just be with that only. And an interesting thing happens, that the awareness and the consciousness eventually just merge. Yeah. They don't even merge, but the idea of there being an awareness and a consciousness drop, and it just creates one. You just sort of come into that oneness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a sensation of a shift
Yeah.
you know, shift.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I know. Because you're looking somewhere you've never looked before.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We're trying.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm interested in
You're good. That meant good. Yeah. So now you're interested in this as
yeah,
opposed to being interested in that.
yeah.
Don't give a shit about that for a moment.
Yeah.
Pick
Well,
that up anytime you want.
you still have your normal thoughts, you know. I have to wake up my
Yeah.
kids. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I have to fix dinner.
Yeah. All harmless.
Yeah.
All harmless thoughts.
Oh yeah, laundry, because yeah, it's getting hot and they need their summer clothes. Those
Yeah.
kind, you know.
Harmless.
But there's no.
They're a lot different. Those thoughts are a lot different to what's wrong with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even worse, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And there's still, you know, the outburst. Well, outburst, you know, if my son is not, you know,
that's
he's,
just what's happening. That's okay.
yeah,
Leave it
yeah,
alone.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Unless you're being cruel, but
No,
I'd say don't be cruel, but you know, like, even if you were being cruel, you'd have no choice in that. That would just be happening too.
no. It's more mindfulness
Yeah, yeah.
to,
Good.
yeah,
Good. Yeah. Good. Good. Nothing more. Good.
okay,
Just try and think with, it's a pointer, but just try and think with it. Yeah. Things are dependent on space.
yeah,
Space is dependent on consciousness. Yeah. And consciousness is dependent on awareness. Yeah. So the awareness is necessary. Everything else is contingent upon awareness. Do you understand? Yeah.
yeah,
So you're going back, or in, if you like. Yeah. And just, that's it.
that's it.
Whenever you get the chance, you know, you'll be caught up because you've got kids and you know,
Yeah,
you're doing stuff, yeah, and then just come back and just, well, yeah, eventually you'll be able to, you'll notice it, whether
yeah,
you're running around after the kids or not.
yeah. Well, there's no trying. It's just happening. There's no goal.
Good.
There's no
Good.
need. There's no, you know, I
Yeah,
still love to play music
yeah.
and
No, I
have
got it. Yep.
so it's
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. I got it. All right.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Just sit still.
Bye.